Sure.
So welcome, Mehul. I hope you are doing fine. Because you have MDI interview coming up, so let's do a mock PI to gauge your preparation. To begin with, Mehul, why don't you quickly tell me a little about yourself?
Yes, sir. So I was born and brought up in Jaipur and did my schooling from St. Anselm's. I pursued Bachelor of Commerce from Mitibai College, Mumbai, and subsequently I worked for Finnish Advisories as an equity dealer. I'm the kind of person who believes in the holistic development, and therefore I have been in various co- and extracurricular activities. For instance, I am a state-level cricket player and have held the position of sports secretary and cricket team captain. I have authored and published articles on several economic issues as well. I like to act and have been in various dramatic plays. Furthermore, I have been in various commercial, cultural, social, and charitable events and activities. In addition to that, I like to read books, editorials, and have an inclination towards the field of finance. And now I'm looking forward to pursue Masters of Business Administration.
All right. So you are interested in cricket.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Can you tell me which is the largest cricket stadium in the world, Mehul?
So I'm not sure, but it is Melbourne Cricket Ground in Australia.
Okay. If you are okay, what's your surety level on a scale of 10?
8.
Okay. Tell me who's father of cricket?
Who is father of cricket?
Yeah.
Donald Bradman.
Are you sure?
So, I'm not sure because I've never gone through that statement, the father of cricket. But I believe that Donald Bradman is known as the world's greatest batsman. So,
can you tell me who has maximum number of centuries in ODIs?
Maximum number of centuries. So, Sachin Tendulkar.
You sure?
So I'm not sure about the facts. I've not been through that. So
okay. All right. So Mehul, you mentioned that you have been associated with cricket, and I am a cricket lover myself. Hence, I thought it would be a really great discussing cricket with you. Okay. Can you tell me? Have you heard of Ashes?
Yes, sir.
Between which countries is Ashes played?
Australia and England.
Okay. Can you tell me when was it played for the first time?
I guess in somewhere around 1800 something, around that, those years. I'm not sure about the number. 1800 something.
Okay. Mehul, can you tell me what is yo-yo test?
Yo-yo test. So actually, it is a physical test that each player have to pass through prior to joining a team for a particular tournament or a series.
This test.
Sorry, sir, I did not get you.
What happens in this test? Obviously, it's a test for cricketers. What happens in the test?
Sir, I believe that the cricketers have to go through a certain physical exercises and also the medical tests of how they are doing and what are the parameters. Are they meeting the benchmark that is required for performing at peak potential in the ground? So there are certain benchmarks regarding the medical test, and also there are certain physical exercises that player has to do in a particular time framework. So yes, that is the test.
Okay, Mehul, can you tell me what is the algorithm for Duckworth-Lewis?
So I am not sure about an algorithm, but I know the concept of Duckworth-Lewis.
Okay, can you tell me what's the concept of Duckworth-Lewis?
Yes, sir. So due to a rain or any unforeseen event, the match gets disrupted. So for that reason, since the time get reduced, the number of overs that can be bowled in that time frame also get reduced. So in that scenario, through certain algorithms, like or through several factors like how many batsmen are remaining, how many what is the run rate, what is the strike rates of several batsmen, and what is the average of bowlers. It determines how in that particular time frame how many overs can be bowled, and for that overs how many runs will how many by how many by what will be the target in those for those overs. For example, if the target is 200, if the time frame is reduced, so the target will also be reduced correspondingly for the numbers.
Okay, Mehul, got it. Mehul, can you tell me 3 reasons why you should not do an MBA?
Why I should not do an MBA?
3 reasons why you should not do an MBA.
So could I take few seconds to structure my answer?
Sure.
The first reason might be that since I've already been through my graduation, I should implement those methods in the practical management and kind of start with a certain startup or small scale industry. The one reason that is also I'm a person. I cannot think of it, sir. But I actually want to do MBA because that's what my aim is. So I cannot think contrary to that as of now. So
no, obviously, Mehul, you can think.
Yes, sir.
When you go ahead with something, you certainly miss out on a certain opportunities, right?
Yes, sir.
And those are the reasons why you should not go for that the other opportunity. But obviously, if your inclination or your motivation towards one opportunity is greater, that is when you go ahead with that opportunity, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
So there certainly will be reasons why you should not do MBA. There'll be reasons why you should do MBA. And because you have felt that your reasons to do an MBA are greater, and that is why you are doing an MBA or trying to do an MBA, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Now tell me 3 reasons why you should do an MBA.
Sir, I want to enhance my the first reason maybe is it that I want to enhance my understanding of the various functions of management. I want to improve my critical thinking ability so I can analyze various business situations well and come up with appropriate solution for various business issues. The second is I want to, sir, expand my professional network and relations. So for that reason, MBA will be an ideal platform through which I can engage through various clubs, committees, and with the existence of rich alumni base, I will be able to not only extend my professional relations, but also be able to develop my leadership skills. And the third reason is that I want to start, I aspire to work with one of the large corporations in the world in the field of finance. And for that, if I choose a particular profile like risk management, portfolio management, or rather investment banking. So for that reason, I must have knowledge about the other functions of management too, like marketing, supply chains management.
For portfolio management, why will you require understanding of marketing?
So in portfolio management, if for portfolio management, I have to look at the certain companies that I want to invest in. So that company might be engaged in marketing, or that company might be engaged in fast-moving consumer goods. That company might be a logistic company. So if I doesn't have the required knowledge of those functions, how the company functions, so I will not be able to get a clear picture of how 10 years down the line or 5 years down the line, how the company will do. So for
Mehul, is it important to look at the marketing aspects of a company to invest in the company? Should you not look at the ratios? Should you not look at the financials? Should you not look at the cash flows? Why will you look at how the company is engaging in marketing, whether it's using whether it is using guerrilla marketing or content marketing? How is that important to you as a portfolio manager?
Sir, I meant to say that the companies that like Hindustan Unilever, if we take an example of, that company comes with several products. So in consideration to that, what are its marketing campaigns that company has successfully implemented? and how it is going to launch their products in the future. Is it successful? What they are doing? In addition, yes, you are absolutely right that there are various financial and economic parameters like debtors turnover ratio, creditors turnover ratio, PE ratio. But in addition to that, if we take a look at the long-term perspective of a company, we have to take a holistic look how that company, from that company, how will I be able to extract the maximum return in that scenario I said.
Okay. So yeah, you please continue with your reasons for doing an MBA.
Okay, sir. If I continue with my reasons, the first mentioned that I want to enhance my understandings of various management functions. Second, I want to expand my professional networks and develop leadership skills. A third is I want to start working with one of the large corporations in the field of finance. And years down the line, I want to specialize in several subfields of finance and assist government and other international organizations in development of the financial ecosystem and also the upliftment of economic and social status of our nation. So I believe that MBA will provide me a sufficient ample amount of opportunities to work on my short-term and long-term goals. So for that reason, I'm looking forward for MBA.
So Mehul, can you tell me if you can, is it possible to achieve the 3 objectives that you have mentioned without doing an MBA?
Yes, sir. There are also other avenues through which I can achieve those objectives. But considering MBA is a platform where I can be able to achieve those in a very short time frame, or which I say rather that it is a platform where I can get all the things at one place. Because if I go through other avenues or other alternatives, it might take, I may not be on the right track. I may get a lot of, my productivity might decrease in achieving those objectives. So I believe MBA is one of the best platforms through which I can achieve the objective.
Mehul, can you tell me why would you want to do an MBA from MDI?
Yes, sir. Sir, MBA being one of the best institutions in imparting management education, considering it is also in the top 10 colleges of India. So, sir, that college gets eligible for different competitions, and that is exclusively for the top B schools. So I can get exposure to the various corporate competitions and live projects to a very great level. Other than that, the various clubs and committees that runs in the MDI, for example, the Unnati mutual funds. So, sir, that is one of the biggest mutual funds of all the B schools. So if I get exposure to such activities on a very large scale, I will to connect the dots among the various management theories and how it is applied in a very large scale businesses, how and through various its great alumni base and regional alumni base. I mean to say that various international collaborations too, and it's great international collaborations. So for these reasons, I believe MBA is will be very good choice for me.
Okay, Mehul, can you tell me what are the core values of MDI?
Core values of MDI?
Yes, core values of MDI.
So, empowerment of leadership in integration with technology, and other than that is sustainable development, and producing leaders that have individual personalities, I guess, for the work that can work for the betterment of the society. These I can recall.
These are the values of MDI.
So I believe these are the I mean to say the vision that
is this vision or mission?
It's a vision.
Okay, then what are the values?
Sir, values working. Yes, sir. I get the question. Yes, sir. The various values that I have gone through that MDI Gurgaon supports is working with integrity and honesty, working with perseverance, etc. And also.
Okay. Let's go to the feedbacks. Okay. One is, I think, have you watched the session that we had conducted for MDI?
Yes, sir.
But then I think you have not done your research right. The values that you had mentioned were not correct. Let me show you again. I'll share my screen with you so that you can have a look at it. Let me share my screen with you. You should tell me when you're able to see this. Are you able to see this?
Yes, sir.
So core values,
accountability.
What
Yes,
you were
sir.
telling me was not vision also.
Yes.
So I think if you do your research, please do your research thoroughly. Okay. You should also try to inculcate some of these values in your tell me about yourself or any of those answers. Otherwise, you have done your research. If I don't ask these questions, these will get missed out. Right.
Yes, sir.
So I think that is something which you mentioned about Unnati, but I feel that you could have done much better, in my opinion. Again, my feedback to you will be whenever you are, posted in a territory which is unknown to you, you become unable to answer. For example, I'd asked you for 3 reasons why you should not do an MBA. You stopped in the middle. You did not give it a full try also. That is not something that I would have expected. At least you could have given me some reasons. I was not asking you some fact-based question so that you can't think of it. I'm only asking you, what are the things? So how should you answer that question? Why should you not do an MBA? What are the things that you will miss out on when you are doing an MBA? You could have let's say you will go for a full-time job opportunity. You will miss out on that, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
There are a few other aspects that you might miss out on, right? For example, let's say you are a sports enthusiast. You may not find enough time to dedicate into sports as you are doing right now, because obviously that the course curriculum is very, very tight, and you will have to invest a lot of time into it, because you can mention that you are someone who's very dedicated, who has always been amongst the toppers of the batch wherever you have been, and hence you also you will try to do that, which might compromise on the time that you will be spending on sports, isn't it?
Yes.
Could you have spoken about it?
Yes, absolutely.
Why did you not? See,
So,
not a fact-based question, Mehul. Hence, I gave you some time also. You took some time, and then also you did not answer that question. So, my point to you is start thinking. When you answer something, think of these scenarios. Think of new scenarios. Try to frame your answers. Okay. Wherever you've practiced, you are confident. Wherever you've not practiced, you are not confident. Also, about cricket, you should read a little bit more.
okay.
You mentioned that you have, you've played at state level.
Yes.
You've also mentioned that you have been associated with cricket. You've been captain. So there are small things that you should know. When was Ashes played for the first time? Who's called father of cricket? Right?
Yeah.
These are some of the common questions. Who has maximum number of centuries in ODIs? Right? These are some of the questions you have to know.
Okay.
So do your research a little bit more. Do a thorough research. I think your confidence level is good. Even after not answering a few questions, you are able to compose yourself. That is the best part. If I talk about the good things in the interview. Also, you seem to be a genuine candidate, a serious candidate. That is also a good point about you, Mehul. So I think these pointers will certainly favor you in the interview, but you should prepare on the other aspects, right? Do a little bit research on MDI, watch the MDI session that we have conducted once again, try to inculcate those in your answers. Someone may not ask the values, but you have done your preparation. How will you showcase it? Right? Your vision, the study of the vision, mission, see if you can, make it a part of your answers.
Okay, sir.
Right?
So yes, I did not did research on the mission values.
So you should do that. You should.
Yes, yes, sir. I will, and
Okay.
also the cricket part.
Yes, and also some questions you should throw at yourself. For example, let's say you said this question. answered a question, and then what are the follow-up questions that you might get? Or let's say put yourself in uncharted territories and try answering questions based on that. Right?
Okay, sir.
Like, why should we not select you? What is it that you will gain, for example, doing an MBA? What is it that you'll lose if you are doing an MBA?
Okay.
Will an MBA be a better manager than a non-MBA? Is an engineer a better MBA or a non-engineer a better MBA? Think about it. They can ask you such questions, and you can't say, I can't think of it. Right?
Yes, sir.
So put yourself in such spots and try answering. Okay, Mehul?
Yes, sir.
Wish you all the very best. God bless you. Any questions do you have?
No, sir.
All right.
Okay.
Take care.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Bye-bye.